7:43 p.m. I'm here after my cycling. I know about an hour's worth of walking. The cycling was about maybe half an hour, 30 minutes. It wasn't a purpose. I wasn't trying to do a cardio workout today, but it was just to go somewhere in particular. In the meantime, like I touched upon in the swimming video that I've made today, but I haven't yet uploaded at the time of making this video, I went and got some swimming equipment stuff. And that is, although it's not related to me doing the calisthenics stuff, it is related to the topic of the video, because I wanted to just make a note to say that I haven't really been finding it all this fun recently, especially with the time I've been trying to go. I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling dehydrated. I need to just drink some water, have some food, because I am feeling hungry too. But then under these conditions, I'd be trying to make myself exercise anyway. I've got a headache as well. A lot's been going on. Very basically, a lot has been going on. I've been doing a lot and it's been very loud, hence I think the headache's coming. But in order to make things more fun, to go to reference back to the swimming now, perhaps I could do some clubs, some calisthenics based clubs, some gymnastics clubs to make this fun again, because I haven't been finding it all that fun. It's been more so just something that I'd want to do, more so to just get off a set of things that I plan to do for the day, because I did once upon a time like this stuff. And that's not to say that I don't like making progress in the journey now. I'd really love that, but it doesn't seem like I am where I could be, or perhaps I am where I want to be with pull-ups, for example. And I don't want to do it on my own anymore. I don't want to do this on my own anymore. There have been people around me that I've been taking advice from for a long while, even before moving here. So when I say I don't want to do it on my own, I'm not talking about that. I mean, I don't want to carry on just exercising by myself. I want to have my own window of each day in which I do have personal goals and calisthenics based, but I want that to be supported by having sessions with other people in which I go out my way to learn stuff, sessions that I pay for, or maybe sessions which I might be able to find for free. I know they do exist around here, but it's just a while away. So in order to make things more interesting, I think that's what I should do. I should stop only doing calisthenics workouts by myself, and I should also have sessions at least on a regular basis, even if it's once a week, for example, in which I get taught by someone how to do things and I get guidance, whether that be only verbal support or maybe verbal support, visual support through them demonstrating how to do the moves, physical support through them, for example, putting their hand on my back while I try and do pull-ups, and being given an expectation that I might not make for myself, which actually would help me progress. Coaching is an ability that I'm developing through this gym instructing job that I'm now doing. The classes, it's obvious that they're taught by competent individuals, and also, in my opinion, sometimes exemplary coaches. One in particular who I'm thinking of, shout out to that person, who I actually referenced in the swimming video, I think, or the I hate this video that I made. I'm thinking that if I go out of my way to do what they do, that might help. They are they on the first one I did a boot camp style workout in which there were a whole load of exercises to do, and that was fun. I've done that in the past, well before getting this job, from back where I used to live, from seeing somebody else who looked more competent and more in shape doing it, and it just looked so fun, and I really did enjoy that actually. But in the gym in particular, and that I now work at, and with that session that I had in particular I'm referring to, it was a 45-second work time and a 15-second rest, and sometimes there'll be 1-minute breaks. And if I go out my way to have workouts that are multi-skilled, that might make it more fun, because at the moment just focusing on one thing and one thing only, for me personally anyway, has not been fun. It's, in my opinion, if there's any word that I can use to describe how I feel about it, or how I think it is, just trying to do one thing a day purposely to try and help me develop that skill, but it doesn't seem like I find it as fun as I might with boot camps or just different workouts in which I have multiple exercises to do a day. I find it monotonous. I don't know if that's a feeling, but I find it boring, I think, past a certain point. So I might be, even under these conditions I'm at, having a headache, feeling dehydrated and feeling hungry, I still might be interested in going for a swim. But as for doing a calisthenics workout in which I've only got one objective of doing 100 pull-ups, for example, I think that's what it is. I think that sounds boring to me. I don't know. But what I can do is just follow through with that idea that I've given myself, the boot camp workouts, and also the going out my way to do, find a place to have calisthenics oriented workouts, classes to go to, in which I'd not only be taught by a coach, but I'd be a part of a community. I'd be a part of something that's bigger than me. I do want to be partially self-centered, in which I focus on my own goals and I have my own window for me to maintain my mind, my body, but I also I enjoy being a part of a community. I don't go out my way to do as much as I could in that regard, very specifically with calisthenics workouts. I've been telling myself that I could, on a daily basis, do my workouts, have a window in which I have my own personal goals to achieve, and then I exercise in a more social setting, but I don't have any friends in calisthenics parks. And although that might be relatively easy to go out my way to do, to make friends in calisthenics parks, because of their exercise and I'm exercising, they might do some interesting things and they might think I'm doing some interesting things, which would probably be more likely when I go through the skills. I think it'd be more difficult to make friends in the calisthenics park when I'm not in a class with other people, because we won't necessarily have the same goal. They'd be on their own path, their own workout, the regimen, whatever you want to call it, having their own objectives in mind, whether that only be physical, like doing pull-ups for example, and or mental too. And I'd have my own my own set of objectives, physically and mentally, like building my ability to focus, for example. I haven't really gone out my way to have mental objectives for my workouts recently, but I think I should, because that was a lot of fun, and boot camps would work too. But yeah, I just wanted to just talk and express what I'm thinking at the moment, because it hasn't been as fun as it could be, especially with not eating healthily and all that. That does play a part too. I mean, I've been eating a lot of fruits today, but just because it's one day it's not gonna have any long-term benefits from just this one day alone and me eating this way. But anyway, I think what I'm gonna now do is do some push-ups, set some mental and physical objectives, and just get prepared for tomorrow, what I'd want to do. But yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna leave it there in terms of me doing a talk, and then I'll get on with doing some push-ups. Maybe I can even listen. If I even just listen to myself now, it doesn't seem like I find it fun at all. It's just something to just do, something to get off a checklist, a to-do list, not something that I'd enjoy. But swimming's a different story. Even after just the one session, I could probably tell if I go out of my way to invest monetarily into doing something like that, like swimming for example, I probably value it. Yeah, especially when being taught how to do things. I like that. I like that because I find that it's absolutely skyrockets my progress then, rather than just being on my own as someone that's inexperienced. That same goes for the calisthenics too. I definitely could improve there, and my progress would skyrocket if I had a coach. That isn't just me, although I would like to have myself as one of my coaches too, which I go out my way to do with physical and mental objectives, but maybe I'm not coaching myself as effectively as I could be. Yeah, as effectively as I could be. I'm done now. That headache is starting to worsen the more I talk, so I'm gonna just leave it there. Should I do the push-ups? Yeah, I don't like not doing a physical activity. I found today I really don't like being physically inactive. So yeah, I'll do it. Maybe at least 100 normal push-ups and 100 decline push-ups, and set mental objectives around that, doing that. Yeah, after some food maybe. But anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna set out for tomorrow. Peace. Cheers to working through such things in order to move forward. The mind matters just as much as the body, and these talks help with that, help with further developing what's on, thinking through what's on my mind, coming up with solutions, constructive thoughts. Anyway, I'm done now. Really, peace.